பெப்பர்ஸ் பொழுதுபோக்கு தொலைக்காட்சி, சுட சுட உங்கள் மனதை தொட.
பெண் சாதனையாளர்களை அடையாளம் காட்டும் நிகழ்ச்சி உமன் ஐகான். தன்னம்பிக்கைக்கு எடுத்துக்காட்டாக திகழும் ஒரு பெண்மணி நீர்ஜா மாலிக். புற்றுநோயால் பாதிக்கப்பட்ட இவர் புற்றுநோயால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டவர்களுக்கு மனநல ஆலோசகராக மாறிய உண்மை கதை இன்று உமன் ஐகானில்.
நான் எப்போ சின்ன இருக்கா ரொம்ப நாட்டி. ஒரு ட்ரீ இருக்கா, ஒரு வால் இருக்கா, கண்டிப்பா ஐ ஹேட் டு கிளைம் இட். ஸோ எனக்கு அம்மா அப்பா ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன். பிகாஸ் என்ன பார்த்தா ஐ வாஸ் வெரி நாட்டி. ஸோ தட் இஸ் வை ஸ்கூலில் நான் கேம்ஸ் கேப்டன் இருக்கேன். அப்புறம் எல்லா ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் நான் ஃப்ரண்ட்ல இருக்கேன். ஓகே, இப்போ நீ எனக்கு பார்த்துறேன் அண்ட் சொல்ல, ஐயோ அம்மா ரொம்ப குண்டு, இதெல்லாம் எப்படி பண்ணுறேன்? இல்லை இல்லை, எனக்கு சின்ன இருக்கா, நல்ல மெலீஸ் இருக்கா. ஸ்போர்ட்ஸில், என்சிசியில், வாலிபாலில், பாஸ்கெட் பாலில், இன்ஃபேக்ட் ரன்னிங். எப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் இந்தியாவில் கிராஸ் கண்ட்ரி ரேஸ் இருக்க 3 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ்க்கு நான் லக்னோ டெல்லிக்கு ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணேன் அண்ட் நான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியாச்சு. ஓகே, ஸ்கூல் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. காலேஜ் நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், நான் கிராஜுவேஷன் சோஷியல் ஒர்க்கில் பண்ணியாச்சு. அது அப்புறம் நான் பிஎட் பண்ணியாச்சு. அது அப்புறம் கல்யாணம் ஆயிடுச்சு, நான் லண்டன் போயாச்சு. ஸோ ஆஃப்டர் மை மேரேஜ் there were a lot of life's experiences, life's lessons that I learned. I had a lot of miscarriages. 2nd month, 4th month, 6th month, I had abortions. I had premature miscarriages. But the worst, I think, was that in the 8th month, I had a stillborn. Enakku ullada, the child died. A beautiful baby. Lovely. I held her in my arms. One thing I am very grateful for, that through all these experiences, Allah time, I remembered God. Not once did I feel bitter. Not once did I say, why me? Because whenever you go through a problem, if you are positive, positive things happen to you. If you are bitter, if you are grumbling, if you are negative, then God's grace shuts and all avenues shut. And you just dig yourself deeper into self-pity and misery and suffering. So I realized that whatever happens to one should, with faith and courage, go through life knowing that family, kutubum, friends, God, they're all with you. That faith is what takes you forward in life. After that, I had twins. What is it called? Ratta Koranda. I hope I said it correctly. These children, one boy, one girl. My children were born in Bombay. I came back to Chennai. Chennai passing were growing up. And my entire concentration was on Shivani and Siddharth. My 2 children. But somehow or the other feeling of wanting to help or wanting to do some kind of social work didn't leave me. I was teaching Bal Mandir. On a voluntary basis, I would play with the children. Konjo English inge teach panare, konjo drawing, playing, drama, ida alla enakku romba pudikkum. Ada appuram some blind students in college and in school, I used to teach them. Then God said, life is good. Ipo konjo more testing. 1998 எனக்கு breast cancer ஆயிடுச்சு, left side. I said, okay, parvailla. God has given me a test, this too shall pass. So I was diagnosed in Apollo by Dr. Stumpf, and I was going to get all my surgery and everything done here. எனக்கு அம்மா அப்பா சொல்ல இல்லை, அங்கே யார் இல்லை, நீங்க பசங்க இருக்க, 7 years old and husband. So one person came to look after my children and I went to Bombay. Surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, Allah. Bombay lada, but நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், go, get my surgery, come back to be with my children. Go, get my chemotherapy, come back. எனக்கு டாக்டர்ஸ் பாம்பேல என்ன சொல்ல, you have 25% chances of survival if you go to America or to France. So 3 நாள் நான் ரொம்ப அழுகுது. I said, children are only 7. Anji, 7 வருஷம் தான் இருக்கு. I can't leave them. How can I die? அப்புறம் I'm thinking to myself, இது எனக்கு யார் சொல்ல? A human being has told me. God hasn't told me you're going to have only 25% chances of survival. So I said, yes, I am going to live for my twins. And I decided, and I'm telling you, that once a human being makes up their mind, drid nischay, kandipa naan adha panano. God listens to you. The universe listens to you. And whatever you say and speak confidently with full faith happens. So listen to me. Whenever you need something, just say it. I have to do it. I will do it. It'll get done. So the children were born. Then everything was fine. And then I had my one treatment in 1998. Then my uncle said, someone has come to your hospital, Apollo Speciality Cancer Hospital, from Calcutta. Rambo bhayo irka, ninga please konjo pesa. So slowly, after I went to the hospital to speak to this gentleman who had come from Calcutta, my uncle's friend, who was very sad, I went to speak to him. Now if someone says, be positive, the patient says, நீங்க தெரியும் எனக்கு மனசுல என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு, can you feel it? But எப்போ I say, I can feel it, I have been through it. Yes, எனக்கு கிட்டதான் கேன்சர் வந்தாச்சு, and if I can do it, you can do it. So a cancer patient gets a lot of confidence. Oh, so if they are sad, they're upset, they're shattered, they're scared, they fear, they don't want to live, they're troubled, they're traumatized. But the minute they see me laughing, happy, and telling them, see, if I can do it, you can do it. So that helps me, that helps them. So when I found that I was able to help people, and when the nurses, the staff, the doctors realized, they said, they would take my number, and எப்போமே difficult case would come, I would be asked to come to the hospital and help. God is great. So I said, when I went through my treatment, எனக்கு ரொம்ப சப்போர்ட் இருக்கு. எனக்கு அம்மா, எனக்கு மாமியார், எனக்கு சிஸ்டர், தங்கச்சி, sisters-in-laws, friends, I love women support. And that is what you need. Yepo kashtam irka, sickness irka. What do you want? You need to be nurtured. You need to be looked after. You need to be loved. And other, yaar banna, only a woman. A woman is sensitive, is loving, is caring, is nurturing. So I said, Yanaka, Apollo support group veno. 2004, Women's International Day, Nan 20 cancer conquerors. You're saying, what is this? Cancer conqueror inna? They always say cancer survivor. But I say, Nan survivor ille, Nan conqueror irka. So I got 20 women cancer conquerors together and we started the Apollo Cancer Support Group. Nan hospital ye pore. Because some person, some patient listening to me gets encouraged, gets confidence to face, not fight. I told my father, Papa, I'm going to fight cancer. Yanaka appa inna solyaji. Why are you saying fight? Solla, face cancer. Face it like a challenge. Fighting, negative. Facing, positive. So, I tell people, I say, when I go to the hospital, when I speak to the patients, Apollo Hospital da ille, Yanaka number netla irka. People from all over India, from the world, Yanaka phone panare and asking me important questions. I have told all the patients, Nee eppume mansla bayam irka, Yanaka phone panano. 24/7 I am available. Ye, Ratri alla pair tungare. The patient is worried, doubt, fear, doesn't want to wake up the family. So what do I tell the patient? Neenga enakku phone pannunga. 2 nimshamla I will remove your doubts. You will have a good night's sleep. I will have a good night's sleep. You will have a good next day. But neenga, if you're worried about something and it like an insect, like a kida, round and round and round and round in your mind, 2 minutes it will take me to remove your doubt. Please, feel free to call me. I will be very happy. So I always tell people, I'm available, call me anytime. Because you think that only the patient is suffering? No. Patient la kutubam, the family, the caregivers, they suffer also. And you know drama? This is life's drama. Patient pretends, nothing wrong with me. Family says, patient kitte argada illa, be positive. So family is acting, patient is acting, and it can be very tiring if you act in your life. So patient and family should discuss. They should both understand. Naan rinda perla, patient la, kutubum la, friends la, tension irka, parvailla. Ninga konju share panare, ninga tension reduce aidro. Ninga laugh panare, happiness double aidro. Ninga tension share panare, sorrow half aidro. So you must always remember, talk, communicate, sharing, best man. I'll tell you a story. There's a man called Norman Cousins. This is a true story. Doctors came to him and said, Ninga report, 3 months you will die. Set the poach. What did Norman Cousins say? He said, no, I can't die now. Doctor Sola, Nana, I've done my duty. My duty to tell you your reports. You're going to die. I'm going. But why can't you die? Niterio? Norman Cousins in Solyaji? Sola? Working, working, working. I haven't had any fun. So in those days, we had these VCRs, video cassette recorder, not CDs and DVDs. True story. So he went, Allah comedy, Allah love story, happy ending, not love failure. Comedy, cartoon, moon day, 3 days and 3 nights. He went into a hotel and laugh, 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 laugh. The 4th day when he went to the hospital, Oru cancer cell ille. So people don't die of cancer. Sometimes people die of the fear of cancer, the bio of cancer, the scare of cancer. What is fear? F-E-A-R. Fear stands for false emotions appearing real. Being a fear, real illa, true illa. But in your mind you have imagined, I'm going to die, idhar ka, adhar ka. And all that shuts your heart. You cannot live because you're so scared. So the thing is, fear kills. So you just have to, what happens when I have a problem? I said, this is the situation, Neerja is in the situation. So you can't think straight. I come out of the situation and then I look at the situation and everything is clear. Answers come to me because I am not in the situation subjectively. I step out of the situation to see myself objectively. That is the best thing, because when you're objective, then you're calm, you're serene, then answers come. When you're agitated, angry, upset, no answers come. So all I can say is, be positive. So when one is diagnosed with cancer, there are normally 3 things that come into play. A surgery. Normally when a surgery is done and the tumor is removed, I tell the patients, you are cured. And then they say, but why do we have to go through chemotherapy and radiation? So I say, when you give a gift to someone, you take the gift, then you wrap it up, and then you put a ribbon. So my way of explaining surgery, chemotherapy and radiation is a gift given to us, wrapped up with a ribbon, so that we are perfectly fine for life. Now if we look at that, when people come to me and they say, oh, chemotherapy, I just tell them one thing. When your friend comes, doesn't your face light up with a smile? Don't you want to meet your friend? I said, chemotherapy is a friend. You've become my friend today. Tomorrow we meet on the streets and you will say, ah, Neerja. Just like that, when you are having your chemotherapy, look at the chemotherapy and welcome it. Because let me tell you, mind, emotions, if you welcome your chemotherapy into you, then physically, spiritually, your body will not resist it. But if you keep saying, I fear chemotherapy, fear, ayo, that is not okay. I'm not okay with that. Because people will tell you stories. But the people who tell you, "Oh, this is what happened with chemotherapy, that is what happened, this, ayyo," they haven't gone through chemotherapy. And if you say that chemotherapy is a friend, if you say that it is good for you and you welcome it, your body will automatically get the best out of chemotherapy. Same with radiation. Chemotherapy is put into your bloodstream. Because if after a surgery, a cell has escaped into your body, then it will go into your bloodstream. So chemotherapy is nothing more than treatment with chemicals. Chemotherapy, chemical treatment. But what do we have to be careful with? It goes into our bloodstream, goes right through our body and destroys. The trouble with chemotherapy is that it destroys the good cells and bad cells impartially. So when you are having your chemotherapy, you have to be very careful that during your chemotherapy, because your cells are destroyed, you shouldn't get any infection. Now, why do you have radiation? Radiation is done on the bed of the tumor. Wherever the tumor was, that area is radiated so that no naughty cell has gone in that region. So, when a surgery is done, they ensure that there is a margin around the tumor so that you can safely remove it and send it to the laboratory for testing. So please remember that these are the three main things and they are for your good. They are to help you. So if you take it with the right attitude, the right benefit will come to your body. Years back, on Friday the 13th February 1998, I was diagnosed with left breast cancer. I was given 25% chances of survival if I went to America or to France. But my children were only 7 years old, and no way did I want to leave them and go anywhere. So I decided I'm going to face cancer. I am going to live for the sake of my children, my parents, my family. And when you come to such a decision, it doesn't matter what doctors say, what anyone says. If you are determined to live and you are not scared to take the challenges, fear doesn't overcome you, and you believe in God and have full faith in Him, my dears, you can go from strength to strength. There is nothing to stop you. My favorite mantras are, God is great and this too shall pass. God bless you all with the best of everything. Vanakkam.